What's up, y'all? It's the Shy Boys.
I'm D Money.
And I am Will.
We talking about dating today. Should dating be monogamous? Should it be more than one person, more than two people, more than three people? Should you have extras?
What is dating? What is a typical date for you? What do you do on a date? Let's break that down.
A date is an interview. Because you're like interviewing the person that as a potential mate or partner, husband, wife, whatever the case may be. So you're basically interviewing that person on a date. So is it all right to have multiple interviews? Or should you have one interview?
Well, I think you should have one interview / date at a time. Now, typical dates. Let's talk about typical dates where people take people on dates. Movies, dinner, people chill at home, amusement parks, bowling, museum, skating.
That's some 16-year-old puppy.
Hey, but that's still dating. That's still a form of dating. So, things that you kind of like spend money to spend time with that person in. It's basically a date. And I feel that you should try something different in a date. Not always do the typical thing. Like I said, try maybe an amusement park, depending on what the weather is. Take them to, like I said, museum. Somewhere to get culture, something different. It always go walk in the park. Wherever your particular downtown area is in your city, take them there. And just walk and talk, depending on what the weather is like.
I was gonna say, wherever you go, I think it should be a place where you can
open
talk and have fun, like that you can actually get to know somebody. I don't necessarily think a movie is all by itself. It's always a good date because that's not a place where you can talk.
Because you can't really talk
at all.
Yes.
It's dark in there and it's set up to have a different type of vibe. So I would say if you're going to go to the movies, make that after you went out to dinner or something like that nature, and then go to the
Try
movies.
to make all your dates where you can actually sit down and talk to them. Or not just sit down to a place that where you can feel comfortable and talk to each other. So that way you can / interview these people and see what they, what they're about. See what their colors are. See what their favorite colors are. See
I think
what they
today,
like.
though, a lot of us don't know how to date because of the social networks. So we don't know how to have a conversation. We don't know how to talk to somebody and get to know them face to face because of all of this technology and social network and the people hooking up on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram.
Now, it's good to where if you found someone on that social networks, that's what they're for. It is for you to network socially. But once you're on the particular date with somebody, put down your phone. Actually, you should put your phone on vibrate or at least silent while you're on a date. Because it's very rude. You sit up there on your phone the whole time that y'all dating. You sit up and tweeting. You're tweeting your food. You're tweeting all the dumb stuff. Like, that's not right. Like, that's very rude. You're on the phone with your girlfriends and for the girls and for the boys, you're on the phone with your homeboys and stuff like that. So that's not a good look when you're on a date because you're supposed to interact. You're supposed to be engaged in the other person. I want you to be engaged and paying attention to me, not all on your phone. Talk about, let me see what Boo Boo them doing. No, that ain't. That's
and if it's a boring date or you feel like I really don't want to.
How to escape the boring date?
Escape it, end it, like the first part of the date or something. Just let them know, all right, this is not just gonna work out. I wish you the best of luck and leave.
Do like I do. Have your homeboys text you and say that they sick, so you got to go pick them up. That's a good way to escape a bad date. But no, honesty is the best.
Don't take those names.
Honesty is the best policy. Really let them know, I really think you're a cool person, but I don't think you're right for me. And when you do something like that, people will have more respect for you than doing just a sneaking off. You're like, you know what, my car's running, and just bail on them. That ain't a good thing. But
question for you though. Do you think it's a good idea to date multiple people, or do you think that you should be monogamous when dating, just dating one person?
In the beginning, I believe you should date more than one person. Now, the person that you're actually feeling or have chemistry with, then that's when the monogamy of the potential dating only one person comes in for me. Because the other two people you might not have chemistry with, you might not like this or that about them. But eventually, you're going to end up with this one person. I don't believe in stringing anybody else along. First of all, it's too strenuous financially, and I don't have the time for that. So, just for me, that's what happens to me. I start off dating more than one person, talking to, should I say, more than one person, because the difference between dating and talking to. Now, I will talk to more than one person to try to get to know people, but whoever I'm leading closer to, that's who I have to begin to date exclusively.
True. I think you should date multiple people. Until I kind of like what you said, but I don't get me wrong. I am monogamous. If we're in a relationship, like we're in a relationship. But dating is, I see it as like I'm human resources and I'm interviewing you for a job. Are you the right person for me? You know what I mean? Are our interests similar? Do we have
Right. There's nothing.
similar goals?
There's nothing wrong with dating more than one person. If you're not trying to be serious, go on them dates. You know, go out every weekend, have fun, date more than one person. But
True.
when you look for somebody serious, that's when you begin to exclusively date. And I have to say exclusively date because that's when there's just me, you, and we're getting to know each other. Like you are the one. You're the one that I've chosen. You know. And so you want like, okay, I'm gonna get to know you. I really like you. I want to get to know more about you. I want to get to know your family history. Find out people's family history now. Find out people's background. See what their mom and daddy and them look like because you know never know what the baby gonna turn out. But not they're all fun and games. But you know we just want to come to you guys and let you know just these tad bits on dating. We'll hit your guys up with a part 2 about dating exclusively. And the other form of dating, the hookup, sex dates, what people call dating also. But
want y'all to comment, like our page, hit our Facebook page up at the Shy Boys, Twitter, Shy Boys 13. Or you can hit our personal Twitter page is up if you want to talk to us. Peace out, shorty.
Holla.